The head of the self-proclaimed Donetsk People's Republic, DPR, in eastern Ukraine, Denis Pushilin, has called on Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to abandon the town of Bakhmut, which he claims is encircled by DPR forces. Pushilin made the comments during a news conference in Donetsk, the largest city controlled by the DPR, on Friday. He accused Ukrainian forces of shelling civilian areas in the town, which is located in the Donetsk region, and claimed that DPR forces had surrounded the area in response. "We urge the Ukrainian authorities to abandon the encircled town of Bakhmut and withdraw their troops," Pushilin said. "If they do not do so, we will have no choice but to take action to protect the people of Donetsk." The conflict in eastern Ukraine began in 2014, when pro-Russian separatists in the Donetsk and Luhansk regions declared independence from Ukraine. The conflict has killed more than 13,000 people and displaced millions, and there have been numerous ceasefire agreements and peace talks over the years, but none have been successful in ending the fighting. The latest round of fighting began in early 2021, with both sides accusing each other of violating a ceasefire agreement that was signed in July 2020. The fighting has been concentrated in the Donetsk and Luhansk regions, where the separatist republics are located, and has involved heavy artillery shelling, tank battles, and sniper fire. Bakhmut, which is located on the front line between Ukrainian and DPR-controlled territory, has been the site of intense fighting in recent months. Both sides have accused the other of targeting civilian areas with artillery fire, and there have been reports of civilian casualties. Pushilin's call for Zelensky to abandon Bakhmut is likely to be seen as a provocative move by the Ukrainian government, which has vowed to retake the separatist-controlled areas and restore Ukrainian sovereignty over the entire region. Zelensky has called for a peaceful resolution to the conflict and has offered amnesty to separatist fighters who lay down their arms, but he has also maintained a strong military presence in the region and has accused Russia of providing military support to the separatists. The conflict in eastern Ukraine has become a proxy war between Russia and the West, with Russia backing the separatists and the United States and European Union supporting the Ukrainian government. The conflict has strained relations between Russia and the West, and has resulted in economic sanctions and diplomatic tensions. The situation in eastern Ukraine remains volatile, with both sides continuing to exchange fire and engage in skirmishes along the front line. The humanitarian situation in the region is also dire, with many civilians lacking access to basic necessities such as food, water, and medical care. International efforts to resolve the conflict have so far been unsuccessful, but there are ongoing efforts to negotiate a peaceful settlement. The Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, OSCE, has been mediating talks between the Ukrainian government and the separatists, and there have been calls for Russia to play a more active role in the negotiations. Despite the challenges, many believe that a peaceful resolution to the conflict is possible. Both sides have expressed a willingness to negotiate, and there is growing pressure from the international community to end the fighting and restore stability to the region.